Hello, Claire here again, and we're going to look at finding an angle using the sine rule. So once you've found out what the sine rule is, it's very easy to use. So let's just write it down here. Length A over sine of the angle A equals B over the sine of angle B. And you only ever need those two ratios. So we have a triangle here, and it's similar to the triangle in the last tutorial. And this time we actually have to find the angle A. So we have a pair. We have the ratio of length 20 over the sine of 50. So we'll fill that in straight away. We have length 20 over the sine of 50 degrees. So you always need that pair ratio to be able to use the sine rule, and that's the clue that tells you can use the sine rule. Now this time we have a side length which is 11.03, and that is the length here of A, and we'll put that over theta or sine A. So we'll call that sine A. So we actually want to find this unknown angle here. Right, we have to rearrange this, and this is slightly tricky now. So we want to find this unknown, and it's on the bottom line, which is not terribly convenient. There are many ways of rearranging this, but an easy way is just flipping both of those fractions. So if they are ratios, you can write them in the reverse order. So this would equal sine A divided by 11.03 over sine 50 divided by 20. Because they are simply ratios, as long as you flip both, you haven't altered the relationship. And conveniently now we have the unknown, which is sine A, in the numerator position, and 11.03 divided here will simply be multiplied on the other side. So 11.03 multiplied by sine 50 degrees divided by 20 equals sine A. Now we are finding an angle, we are looking for an angle, so we do need to actually find the inverse of sine. So I'll do all the algebra for you in one go because it just makes it a bit easier when you put it on the calculator. To find A now, we will need to find the inverse sine of this entire fraction. So it's 11.03 multiplied by sine 50 all over 20, close the brackets. Okay, so on our calculator, we'll just clear that from our previous calculation. It's very easy. You turn your calculator on, and I recommend using the fraction. Actually, we might not yet. I'll just clear that again. I'll better put the inverse sine on first. So shift and then inverse sine, and now we'll put the fraction in. And you can arrow across and close the bracket or the parenthesis before you do too much work. So moving up to the top line, you can just use your arrow to move around. On the top line, in the numerator position, it's 11.03 multiplied by sine 50, close that bracket and arrow down, and it's divided by 20. So you simply input the information, and we'll push equals, and you get an answer which is in degrees, so it's 24.99. And if we round to the nearest degrees there, it's 25 degrees. So A, the angle A is 25 degrees. So it's quite easy with your calculator and just rearranging the sine rule to find the unknown. Thank you for your attention. Bye for now.